I'm here because I am a roaring lion crying out righteousness. Where is Jimmy going to hell in a handbasket Swaggart? Where is he? Where is it? Because America, I'm sorry. Let me retitle that. Where is Jimmy? America is going to hell in a handbasket Swaggart. That's the appropriate title. Scratch number one, insert number two. You know, this whole business now about found documents, I got a theory. I'm going to lay it to you, but I ain't going to tell it to you right now. You got to listen to my other chatter. And then I'll tell you what my theory is about all these documents being found in Mar-A-Lago and every other place around the country. Documents are being found. I mean, people in France or in Russia or China say, don't listen, man. Don't give America your secret. Because the people leave them in the garage. They leave them everywhere. Don't give America. So when we talk to Macron over in France, so we talk about, some plans, secret plans for, nuclear development. And Macron say, let's have lunch. Let's not talk. Let's just have, because y'all need these documents everywhere. All down there in Mar-A-Lago, everywhere. The maids were down there, in the closet room, this is funny. You can't make this up. And the thing of it is that so was how awful it was. Donald Trump took boxes and boxes of documents down to Mar-A-Lago, and they were kept in an unsafe place. And many of them were SCI and top secret. How awful that was that he did that. Everybody. Even Joe Biden, my time, said it. Come to find out the other day that Joe Biden, my time, when he was vice president with Barack Hussein, the long-legged Mac Daddy Obama, took documents as well. They had them at what they called the Biden pen office. What was that all about anyway? We're going back about 6-7 years ago, right? And so I think you probably should arrest Biden and Obama. What is it with these people that take? I got a theory though. You got to wait. You got to hear some more of my chatter before I tell you what my theory is. So the other day, I think it was yesterday, CBS or somebody broke the story that Biden not only had documents, they kept saying it was just a few, less than a dozen. What else was less than a dozen? Was it 9 or 10 or 11? Less than a dozen documents. What do you mean less than? Give me the number, man. All this, fudging and round and carrying on the liberal. And by the way, I got to talk to you about the liberal media. They are having a fit trying to show this is different from Trump. This is so much different. Trump documents and Biden documents. What a bunch of hypocrites. I told you they were. I told you liberal media. I told you Democrats. I told you they were phony as a $3 bill. Anyway, so I heard yesterday, I was sitting in my easy chair. I was snoring, sleeping. And I heard somebody say they found a second batch of documents in Biden's home up in Delaware in his Corvette. I'm telling you the truth. Mr. Engineer, do we have a picture of it? So they found a second batch of documents in Biden's Corvette. They were talking about how Trump, right, had them loosely, in some boxes and wasn't locked and it wasn't safe. Oh, you can't make this up. These are two presidents of the United States of America, right? What else is going on? What else is that we don't know about? If we just find this out. So now the thing is this is that. I suppose there are more documents in his Corvette. What's Biden doing with a Corvette anyway? He can't hardly walk. How can he moves his steps so sorry, from the brake to the accelerator? Anyway. I think that there are probably more documents out there. I think if they keep looking, they're going, and maybe Obama got some. Maybe Obama. I was thinking that. I was hoping too, that Trump had Obama's birth certificate from Kenya in his document. And it was classified as SCI, sensitive classified information, right? Obama's Kenyan birth certificate. Probably have it. And maybe that's where, I don't know. But I think that the thing of it is that another thing about this saying, well, Biden is not like Trump. Trump obstructed justice. Trump refused. They had to file a search warrant and get the FBI involved. And the archives department asked for Trump to give them back. Trump told them to go to hell. Then they had some lawyer lie and say all the documents were gone when there were more there than they took out initially. So they're saying it's different from Biden. Is it really? Is it really? This is almost unbelievable that this is what's going on, And the liberal media, they are going through conniptions trying to say that Biden is not, hostile like Trump. Biden is innocent. He turned the documents over right away. And they don't turn them over. It's the fact that you had them in the first place. We'll talk to people on CNN and MSNBC and every place else. But I think that what they're going to do is they're going to find more documents. I want to know if Obama got the documents. That's what I want to know. I'm going to go up that house, up there in that big white house he lived up there in Martha's Vineyard, and search to see if there are any documents up there. And what is it with these presidents that they take all these documents? I suppose they take them for security to black. Can I tell you? Can I talk to you? I don't spread this around. This is between you and I. You know what I really think? I could be wrong. I could be way out of character on this, and I could be way off the scale on this. But here's what I think. When I first heard about Biden's document, I thought to myself, I said, okay, Hunter Biden is in hot water. The water in hell is not as hot as Hunter Biden. They're gonna get that boy. And so, also, what Biden decided to do is to give Trump a get-out-of-free document card. But let me tell you what I mean by that. Biden decided that what he would do is act like he took documents. Because what Biden gonna do with documents? What Biden gonna do what's he gonna do with documents? So he decided, here's what I'll do. I will plant documents at my Biden Penn Center. I'll plant documents in my Corvette at my home, and then I'll send the search party to go look for documents. They'll find them. And so then everybody will say, well, if you don't arrest Biden, you can't arrest Trump. If you don't try Biden, you can't try. And then the politics will get involved in it, the media get involved in it, and Merrick Garland will drop the charges. Will not file any charges. I believe that Biden has set that up so he can save Hunter Biden. I do. And probably some other things that Trump knows about Biden as well. And Biden and Trump could be working on this together to, because Trump got all this information. He can drop a bomb anytime he wants. Trump has got a whole lot of stuff on a whole lot of people in those documents. And he's got he's got sensitive information. And so you talking about arresting Trump, you better watch what you're talking about. That boy got, so I think because I'm talking so much, you better miss my point. I believe this. Here's what I believe. I believe this is a setup. I believe that Trump actually took the document because that's what Trump does. What do you expect from him? It's Trace Trump. He took the documents. Now what? What you going to do? I don't believe Biden don't like he got enough sense to take in the document. You ever look at it? You don't like he got enough sense. What would be his purpose? And then to have him at the Biden Penn Center, and they've been there for 6 years. And the thing that really floored me is he said his lawyers were the one he sent his lawyers, listen to this, right? You listen to this, will kill you. He said he sent his lawyers to clean out his office that he hadn't occupied in 6 years. You send lawyers? You're supposed to send a cleaning crew. Maybe some highly, staff people, You send a group of lawyers to clean your office? You can send aides to do that. And when the lawyers saw it, they knew exactly what it was, so they called the National Archives right away. If that ain't a phony lie, I heard a whole lot of lies, man. Hey, my friend Thomas Carter used to lie all the time. He said, listen to them lie. I said, this boy can show enough lie. But I ain't, this lie, he said lawyers to clean out it, and they found it 6 years after the fact? Come on now. An office that's been there for 6 years and ain't nobody noticed that there's some sensitive, classified information documents in a closet, in an office in Washington, D.C. for 6 years. And nobody, all of a sudden they just show up. And here's the other thing. So these documents were found by his lawyers, by the way. November the 2nd or something like that, a week before the election on November 8th, right? But they didn't report it. They didn't. No, they didn't report it. They said, oh, we don't tell the news media about this. They waited till the election was over with because they knew this would have been a bombshell. This would have blew everything up if they had reported that Biden had documents too, especially after he criticized Trump, right? So they didn't report it. They just reported it this week. It's been November 1, December 2, January, 3 months before they decided, well, all of a sudden we want to let the news media know. That's conspiracy. And I think obstruction of justice. Where I was federal prosecutor, I'd bring conspiracy and federal obstruction of justice against Biden and Obama. Arrest both of them. Yeah, that's obstruction of justice. You don't wait 3 months to tell people and release it on Friday night, cause hoping that nobody will notice that a pink elephant just ran down the street, followed by 1,000 white rabbits. Did you see that? No, I ain't seen nothing. What pink elephant? What white rabbits? I ain't seen nothing. What you see? You saw something? I ain't seen nothing either. Everybody standing there in the Democratic Party saying, I ain't seen nothing. So if you're a Republican, right? And all these Democrats are saying, I ain't seen nothing. A pink elephant, I ain't seen no pink elephant. White rabbit, I ain't seen no white rabbit. We don't see no problem with the white rabbit. A pink elephant running down the street, a pink elephant followed by a camel and white rabbits. I ain't seen nothing. So you're a Republican. Maybe I ain't seen nothing either. Maybe I just keep my mouth shut. There ain't nobody else saw nothing. So Biden didn't tell anybody. I think I'd arrest him. That's what I would do. Of course, that's, I don't mean to be threatening the president of the United States or anything like that, but he might get arrested for this kind of stuff because there might be, but I think what he did is that he gave Trump a stay out of jail document by saying, well, okay, I'm going to keep Trump, I'm going to keep the Merrick Garland from indicting Trump for obstruction of justice, but I'll let them find some documents in my Corvette. And everybody will say, well, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. But you can't convince the liberal media that they are jumping through hoops. We need to get Jimmy Swaggart back. They are jumping through hoops, saying it is not the same. It's apples and oranges. It is not apples and apples or oranges and oranges. And it makes you sick to listen to them, trying to protect Biden. And then every time they ask Biden about it in a news conference, he doesn't ad-lib. He doesn't just kind of speak off the top. He reads from some notes somebody wrote him. I always respect the privacy of documents. I believe that all documents are private, and I would never do anything to ruin that. And these documents that were in my office, I didn't know anything about it, and my lawyers told me that I shouldn't know about them, so I shouldn't be able to discuss them. How they got there, I don't know. Oh, I've been watching this, man. I tell you. I thought the major popcorn event, I asked Elizabeth, we got some popcorn. I thought the major popcorn event the other day was down this last Friday night with this boy, this coward Kevin McCarthy, right? I thought that was the major popcorn event, right? Watching that go on down there with Matt Gaetz and Lauren Boebert and coward Kevin McCarthy. I thought that was the event. But this thing, I mean, and now they got Lying George, and now we got Lying Biden, and we got to bring back Jimmy Swaggart. Well, Jimmy Swaggart need to get back on the circuit again, preaching America's going to hell. But we're in the tribulation. I've been haven't said much to y'all about that recently, but we are. And one of the reasons why I haven't talked to you about tribulation, because probably most other people can see that we are in the tribulation. We are at a perilous. There has never been times as perilous as they are right now. We never had anything about like Lying George Santos, and coward Kevin McCarthy, and all these documents being found, and Hunter Biden made all that money. By the way, the documents they found I said they were on Iran and Afghanistan, and I think Ukraine or something like that. But I think it's a setup. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but I think Biden just dropped those documents there to neutralize the threat that tribulation Trump had. That's what I think.